creating some kind of a product, put it on Etsy, eBay,
Hmm.
and I mean even Facebook, right? You just throw them up for sale, see how people respond to it on a smaller scale. You don't have to put in a whole bunch of marketing dollars. You don't have to put in a bunch of money into it, but post it up and see how it does. If
Hmm.
it doesn't do well on a small scale, you have to change, refine it on a small scale before you try to dump in any kind of marketing, any kind of massive like production volumes, and because then you're starting to talk about a lot more money. So small scale research, and then you can scale it up. Use the funds that you get from the small scale stuff to keep scaling up.
And that's another way to start a company. I mean, I've seen people 3D printing, baking molds, making like 100,000 a year. I'm like, what?
People, I know people make a lot of money on just some of these things that you see, like,
Little arts and
oh, that's
crafts.
that's like such a simple thing. I wouldn't have even thought of it because I would, if that thought crossed my mind, I would have thought, oh, that's too simple, and I don't want to deal with that. It's not going to make any money. But then you see these other people succeeding with it, and what in the world, right? And so, you remember I was talking about that book, the How We Make Stuff Now, and that was a book I talked about I don't know, it's been a few weeks ago, but finally finished it. I'm a little bit of a slow reader, but finally made it through. But that one just talked all about the product life cycle and how to get a product out. But if you go on the Grommet or just Google the Grommet, that's the website, and that's the owner of that company is actually the one who wrote the book.
Mm.
And it's a lot of the stuff that's for sale on the Grommet is like, oh, that's so simple, like such a simple little product, and it, I could do that. I could have made a lot of those things, but at the same time, I don't want to do some simple little like cooking product because I don't spend a lot of time in the kitchen. I would not be passionate about that,
Sometimes I
and
feel like,
not necessarily a requirement, but you should at least enjoy what you're creating.
yeah, because I was gonna say, I feel like, having this extensive